Good morning, students. The next part of structure of atom is isobars. Let us see here definition of isobars. Isobars are the atoms of different elements having same atomic mass number but different atomic number. That is known as isobars. The atoms of different elements having the same atomic mass number but different atomic numbers are called isobars. For example, isotope of carbon is isobaric with isotope of nitrogen. Isotope of carbon, that is 614, is isobaric with isotope of nitrogen 714. Atomic number of these isotopes are carbon is 6, nitrogen is 7. Mass number is 14, 14. Both the atoms of different elements, carbon and nitrogen, having mass number 14 and 14. Number of proton is 6 and 7. In carbon, number of proton is 6, and in nitrogen, number of proton is 7, and number of neutron is A minus Z, that is 14 minus 6, that is 8, and 14 minus 7, that is 7. Okay, so this is known as isobar. Now next important part, that is distinguish between isotopes and isobar. 6 points are there. First one is isotopes are the atoms of same element, and isobars are the atoms of different elements. Second point, they have same atomic number but different atomic mass number. Isotopes have same atomic number but different atomic mass number, and isobars have same atomic mass number but different atomic number. Okay, this is the second point. Third one, they have same number of protons but different number of neutrons. They have same number of protons but different number of neutrons. Okay, in isotopes they have same number of protons but different number of neutrons, and in isobar they have different number of protons and neutrons. In isobars they have different number of neutrons and protons. Okay, fourth point, they occupy same position of the periodic table. Isotopes occupy same position of the periodic table, and isobars occupies different position of the periodic table. Okay, fifth point, they have similar chemical properties. Isotopes have similar chemical properties, and isobars have different chemical properties. Okay, example, isotopes of carbon, and isobars carbon and nitrogen. Okay, so these are the examples of isotope and isobar. Next one is isotones. Define isotones. Isotones are the atoms of different elements. Isotones are the atoms of different elements having same number of neutrons in their nuclei are known as isotones. Isotones are defined as the atoms of different elements having same number of neutrons in their nuclei are known as isotones. For example, boron 511 and carbon 612 having 6 neutrons. See in the table, isotope of isotones, boron 511, carbon 612. Atomic number, that is indicated by Z. Atomic number of boron is 5 and carbon is 6. Mass number, that is A. Mass number of boron is 11 and carbon is 12. Neutron number can be calculated by using formula N is equal to A minus Z. So 11 minus 5, that is 6, and 12 minus 6, that is 6. Okay, so they contain same number of neutrons and they are known as isotones. Okay, next, drawbacks of Rutherford atomic theory. What are the drawbacks of Rutherford atomic theory? Rutherford theory fails to explain stability of atoms. Rutherford theory fails to explain the stability of atoms. Second one, Rutherford theory do not mention the possible इलेक्ट्रॉन रिपल्शन. वहाँ पर पॉसिबल है, PO है, यहाँ पर सिर्फ वाइटनर लगाया हुआ है, इट इज़ पॉसिबल. Rutherford theory do not mention possible electron repulsion. Thus an electron orbiting about an electron orbiting about the nucleus would follow a spiral path to the nucleus. Rutherford theory do not mention possible electron-electron repulsion. Thus, an electron orbiting about the nucleus would follow a spiral path to the nucleus. And third one, Rutherford model does not describe the distribution of electrons around the nucleus and their energies. Distribution of electrons cannot be explained by Rutherford theory. Third one, Rutherford theory does not describe the distribution of electrons around the nucleus and their energies. Okay, so that is the drawbacks of Rutherford atomic theory. Next part is characteristics of electromagnetic waves. Characteristics of electromagnetic waves. Okay, this is the diagrammatic representation of electromagnetic radiation. So it contains electric field, magnetic field. So it involves the different types of definition: amplitudes, wavelength, frequency, wave number, velocity, etc. Okay, so first definition, wavelength. Wavelength, it is explained by using electromagnetic waves. This is the diagrammatic representation of electromagnetic waves. Waves containing crust and trough. The above part of wave, it is known as crust, and the below part of wave, it is known as trough. Okay, and the height of crust, it is known as amplitude, and the distance between two competitive troughs are known as wavelength. So definition of wavelength: wavelength, it is indicated by lambda. Wavelength, it is indicated by lambda, and it is defined as wavelength, it is indicated by lambda, and it is defined as the distance between two consecutive crust or trough is called wavelength. यहाँ पर दिया है देखो नीचे wavelength lambda. The distance between two consecutive crust or trough is called wavelength. It is represented by symbol lambda. Okay, symbol है यहाँ पर lambda, and the SI unit of wavelength is meter, that is m. SI unit of wavelength is meter. Second definition, that is frequency. What is frequency? The number of waves that pass a given point in 1 second is called frequency. It is indicated by nu, symbol nu. The number of waves that pass a given point in 1 second. The number of waves that pass a given point in 1 second is called frequency. It is represented by Greek letter nu. Frequency, it is indicated by Greek letter nu. Okay, symbol nu. And the SI unit of frequency is hertz or per second. Hertz or per second. Okay, next one is wave number. It is indicated by per nu. Wave number, the number of wavelengths. The number of wavelengths per unit length is called wave number. The number of wavelengths per unit length is called wave number. It is represented by symbol nu bar, that is per nu bar. Okay, so that is wave number. The commonly used unit for wave number is reciprocal centimeter per centimeter. This is the commonly used unit. The commonly used unit for wave number is reciprocal centimeter, that is per centimeter here, per centimeter, reciprocal centimeter, while the SI unit of wave number is per meter. The SI unit of wave number is per meter. Okay, wave number is related to wavelength by an expression. Wave number is related to wavelength by an expression. Wave number is equal to 1 upon lambda. Wave number bar nu bar is equal to 1 upon lambda. This is wave number. Wave number is related to wavelength by the expression, that is wave number bar nu bar is equal to 1 upon lambda. Okay, so this is third definition. Fourth one, amplitude, it is indicated by A, capital A, symbol capital A. Amplitude of a wave, it is defined as, amplitude of a wave is the height of the crust. Crust is the upper part or lower part of wavelength. waves. Crust is upper or lower part? Upper part of waves are known as crust. Okay. Amplitude of a wave is the height of the crust. Square of the amplitude indicates the density of radiation. And the square of amplitude, it indicates density of radiation. Square of amplitude, it is indicated by capital A and it is defined as amplitude of a wave is the height of crust. Okay, and the square of the amplitude indicates the intensity, not density, sorry, that is my mistake. Amplitude of a wave is the height of crust and square of the amplitude indicates the intensity of radiation. Intensity of radiation, once again, the square of the amplitude indicates the intensity of radiation. Okay, and last definition, that is velocity. It is indicated by C and it is defined as the distance traveled by the wave in 1 second. The distance traveled by the wave in 1 second, it is known as velocity. It is denoted by symbol C and it is expressed in centimeter per second. Velocity is expressed in centimeter per second. It is the product of frequency and wavelength. It is the product of frequency and wavelength, that is C is equal to nu into lambda. Nu means frequency and lambda means wavelength. Okay, it is the product of frequency and wavelength, hence C is equal to nu into lambda. So these are the few points on the basis of electromagnetic waves. Okay, next one problem is there. The problem is visible light has wavelength ranging from 400 nanometer for violet to 750 nanometer red. Express three wavelengths in terms of frequency hertz. Express these wavelengths in terms of frequency, that is in hertz. One value is given, that is 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 9 meter. 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 9 meter. Okay, once again, what is the problem? Visible light having wavelength ranging from 400 nanometer for violet to 750 nanometer red. Express these wavelengths in terms of frequency. Explain these wavelengths in terms of frequency. Okay, that is in hertz. And one value is given, 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 9 meter. Okay, so solution. What are the given values? In this example, the given values, wavelength, that is 2 wavelengths are given for violet light and for red light. How many wavelengths are given? 2 wavelengths for violet light and for red light. For violet light, okay, wavelength, that is indicated by lambda 1. Lambda 1 is equal to 400 nanometer. Lambda 1 is equal to 400 nanometer for violet light. And nanometer, it is converted into meter by multiplying it by 10 raised to minus 9. By multiplying it by 10 raised to minus 9. So therefore, lambda 1 is equal to 400 into 10 raised to minus 9 meter. Okay, wavelength second, that is lambda 2 is equal to 750 nanometer for red light. So it is converted into meter. Nanometer is converted into meter, that is lambda 2 is equal to 750 into 10 raised to minus 9 meter. Okay, so therefore the velocity of light, speed of light in vacuum is, वैक्यूम में लाइट का स्पीड कितना होता है? द स्पीड ऑफ द वेलोसिटी ऑफ लाइट c, इट इज इक्वल टू 3.0 into 10 raised to 8 मीटर पर सेकेंड. Speed of light, velocity of light c, it is equal to 3.0 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. We know that velocity is equal to, it is the product of frequency and wavelength. Velocity c is equal to, it is the product of frequency and wavelength, that is c is equal to nu into lambda. So therefore frequency is equal to c upon lambda. Now calculate the frequency for different lights. For violet light, nu 1 is equal to 3.0 into 10 raised to 8. Nu 1 is equal to 3.0 into 10 raised to 8 divided by divided by 400 into 10 raised to minus 9. So simplification of this factor is 3 divided by 4. 400 में से मैंने 100 निकाल दिया है और उस 100 को 10 रेज टू माइनस 9 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया, तो माइनस 10 रेज टू माइनस 9 क्या हो जाएगा, 10 रेज टू माइनस 9 में से 10 रेज टू माइनस 2 कैंसिल हो जाएंगे. सो देयरफॉर 3 डिवाइडेड बाय 4 इंटू 10 रेज टू 8 डिवाइडेड बाय 10 रेज टू माइनस 7. ओके, सो देयरफॉर न्यू वन इज इक्वल टू 3 divided by 4, it is 0.75. 3 divided by 4, it is equal to 0.75. So 10 raised to minus 7 ऊपर जाएगा तो 10 raised to plus 7 हो जाएगा. So 8 plus 7, that is 10 raised to 15. Okay, so new one is equal to 0.75 into 10 raised to 15. So it can be converted as for visible light, for violet light, न्यू वन इज इक्वल टू, एक डेसिमल पॉइंट राइट को मैंने शिफ्ट कर दिया तो आ जाएगा 7.5 इंटू 10 रेज टू 15 का क्या हो जाएगा, 10 रेज टू 14 हो जाएगा. एक 10 रेज टू 10 में से 15 में से एक कम हो जाएगा. सो इट इज 7.5 इंटू 10 रेज टू 14 hertz. Okay, so this is the frequency. Now second, for frequency for red light. Frequency for red light. So nu 2 is equal to c divided by lambda, and c speed of light is 3.0 into 10 raised to 8 divided by lambda. Sorry, lambda for red light. What is the wavelength is given for red light? It is 750 into 10 raised to minus 9 meter. Okay, so therefore nu 2 is equal to 3.0 into 10 raised to 8 divided by 750 into 10 raised to minus 9. ओके, सो फिर से वही सिंप्लीफिकेशन किया. 750 का मैंने 7.5 कर दिया और 100 में से 100 को 10 raised to minus 9 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया तो 10 raised to minus 7 रह जाएगा. सो 3 divided by 7.5 into 10 raised to 8 divided by 10 raised to minus 7. Okay, so nu 2 is equal to 1 divided by 3 divided by 7.5, it is nothing but 1 divided by 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 7 ऊपर जाएगा तो plus 7 हो जाएगा. So 8 plus 7, that is 15. So 1 divided by 2.5 into 10 raised to 15. And what is the answer of 1 divided by 2.5? That is 0.5. Nu 2 is equal to 0.4 into 10 raised to 15. 1 decimal point आगे शिफ्ट कर दिया तो क्या आएगा, फॉर रेड लाइट द फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ रेड लाइट इट इज इक्वल टू 4.0 इंटू 10 raised to 14 हर्ट्ज. ओके, सो दिस इज द न्यूमेरिकल. नाउ सम वैल्यूज ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक रेडिएशन. फर्स्ट वन, रेडियो फ्रीक्वेंसी रीजन इज अराउंड. रेडियो फ्रीक्वेंसी रीजन कितनी होती है? रेडियो फ्रीक्वेंसी रीजन इज अबाउट 10 raised to 6 हर्ट्ज के वैल्यूज मैंने 10-11 वैल्यूज दिए, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. माइक्रोवेव रीजन इज अराउंड, रेडियो फ्रीक्वेंसी कितनी होती है? 10 raised to 6 हर्ट्ज. माइक्रोवेव रीजन इज अराउंड 10 raised to 10 हर्ट्ज. इंफ्रारेड रीजन इज अराउंड 10 raised to 13 हर्ट्ज. अल्ट्रावायलेट रीजन इज अराउंड 10 raised to 16 हर्ट्ज. In vacuum, the speed of electromagnetic radiation, that is C. In vacuum में लाइट की स्पीड कितनी होती है? दैट इज वेलोसिटी. इन वैक्यूम द स्पीड ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक रेडिएशन इट इज C, and that is speed of light. It is C is known as speed of light or velocity of light, and it is nothing but 3.0 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. फिर से देखो, रेडियो फ्रीक्वेंसी it is equal to 10 raised to 6 hertz. Microwave region, it is 10 raised to 10 hertz. Infrared region, it is equal to 10 raised to 13 hertz. Ultraviolet region is equal to 10 raised to 16 hertz. In vacuum, the speed of electromagnetic radiation, that is C, and it is known as speed of light or velocity of light, and it is nothing but 3.0 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. 1 angstrom is equal to 10 raised to minus 8 centimeter. 1 angstrom is equal to 10 raised to minus 8 centimeter, and it is equal to 10 raised to minus 10 meter. सेंटीमीटर में कितनी वैल्यू होती है? 10 raised to minus 8 और मीटर में 10 raised to minus 10. दैट इज 1 angstrom. 1 नैनोमीटर इज इक्वल टू, सेंटीमीटर में 1 नैनोमीटर की वैल्यू 10⁻⁷ सेंटीमीटर और मीटर में 10⁻⁹ मीटर। ओके, अभी पिकोमीटर देखो 11 नंबर दिया है मैंने, वो भूल गया लिखना, नैनोमीटर के बाद पिकोमीटर आना चाहिए, भूल गया इसलिए मैंने आखिरी में लिख दिया है। 1 पिकोमीटर इज इक्वल टू, what is the value of 1 nanometer, 1 angstrom? 1 angstrom is equal to 10⁻⁸ centimeter and 10⁻⁻10 meter. 1 nanometer is equal to 10⁻⁷ centimeter, that is 10⁻⁹ meter. And 1 picometer is equal to 10⁻⁻10 centimeter and that is 10⁻⁻12 meter. Okay, centimeter में कितनी होती है picometer? What is 1 picometer? 1 picometer is equal to 10⁻⁻10 centimeter and 1 picometer is equal to 10⁻⁻12 meter. Okay, next 1 hertz. 1 hertz is equal to 1 cycle per second. 1 hertz is equal to 1 cycle per second, that is 1 cps. Cps means cycle per second. That 1 hertz is equal to 1 cycle per second. So therefore 1 kilohertz is equal to 1 kilohertz is equal to 10 raised to 3 hertz. 1 kilohertz is equal to 10 raised to 3 hertz, that is 10 raised to 3 cps cycle per second. And 1 megahertz is equal to 1 megahertz is equal to 10 raised to 6 hertz, that is equal to 10 raised to 6 cps cycle per second. Okay, so these are the values of electromagnetic radiation. Now next one is, what is electromagnetic spectrum? Electromagnetic spectrum, it is defined as the arrangement of different types of electromagnetic radiations. The arrangement of different types of electromagnetic radiations in the order of increasing wavelength is called electromagnetic spectrum. What is electromagnetic spectrum? The arrangement of different types of electromagnetic radiations in the order of increasing wavelengths is called electromagnetic spectrum. Okay, next one is explain quantum theory of radiation. Quantum theory of radiation. So 4 points are there in quantum theory of radiation. First one is, Max Planck put forward a theory known as Planck quantum theory. Max Planck put forward a theory known as Planck quantum theory to explain black body radiation. To explain black body radiation. Once again, Max Planck put forward a theory known as Planck quantum theory to explain black body radiation. According to this theory, the energy of electromagnetic radiation, according to this theory, the energy of electromagnetic radiation depends upon frequency and not on amplitude. According to this theory, the energy of electromagnetic radiation depends upon the frequency and not on amplitude. Okay, the smallest quantity of energy that can be emitted or absorbed in the form of electromagnetic radiation is called quantum. What is quantum? What is the definition of quantum? The smallest quantity of energy. Quantum, it is defined as the smallest quantity of energy that can be emitted or absorbed in the form of electromagnetic radiation is called quantum. The energy E of each quantum of radiation, the energy E of each quantum of radiation is directly proportional to its frequency. Each quantum radiation, the energy of each quantum radiation is directly proportional to its frequency, that is, E is directly proportional to nu. So therefore E is equal to h nu. Here h is known as Planck's constant. E is directly proportional to nu. So therefore E is equal to h nu, where h is known as Planck's constant and the value of Planck's constant is 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 34 joule second. What is the value of h? What is the value of Planck constant? It is equal to 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 34 joule second. Okay, so this is Planck constant. दैट इज़ क्वांटम थ्योरी ऑफ रेडिएशन. दिस इज़ द टुडेज पार्ट. ओके, इसमें अभी आपको सभी पढ़ना है. होमवर्क क्या जो समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, सो नोट्स लिखो. सभी नोट्स आज मैंने पढ़ा है वो सभी नोट्स देखो, पढ़ो और लिखो. दिस इज योर टुडेज होमवर्क. ओके, थैंक यू.